we'll do this one. So when you get started with GitHub and you're signed in, you're not going to have something fancy like this, but you are going to have a bunch of stuff up here. You're going to have your little icon thing that has all of your things that you can do, set your status, your profile, so that we're all in the same place. Let's go to the one that says your repositories. That way we're all starting in the same spot. Does everybody find that?
No,
You find your little picture up here?
please come take a look.
It's right there. So whatever you have up here, I happen to have a picture, which I think it pulls it from my Microsoft stuff, maybe. I don't know where it comes from. But you'll have maybe like a weird little block thing up there. If we all go up there and go to your repositories, that's a good place to start. And when you hit that, yours will probably be empty. Mine has a big long list. However, you all should have a green button that says new. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we click new. Now our assignment is to do a repository that's a Hello World repository, right? Is that what's in here? Yeah, Hello World. So what would be a good name for a Hello World repository? Hello World, yeah. This is something you can delete later. And Hello World only has to be unique within your collection of repositories. We can all have a Hello World because I'm IT instructor, Hope is whatever she is, and Sean is whatever he is. Big bad cop or whatever Sean picked. And you can put in a description, doesn't matter. If you make it private, I can't see it. We want it to be public. We do want to initialize it with a README file. A README file allows you to put in some text that describes your project. So let me go to my GitHub and I'll just show you what a README file does. So if I go to like this is the repository I'm storing all my assignments and stuff in. And this is all the stuff stored in there. And there's my README file. It just describes what this repository is about. Yours does not have to be this long. Some of this I've copied and pasted from other things. However, if you have never been to the WNCC IT program YouTube page or the Facebook page, you are missing out on a treat. I have some student things in here now too. Mike's done some, one of my other students have done things. I have all kinds of tutorials in there. Oh yeah, it is the cool place to be. Yeah. So we have a README file, which we'll do a little bit with. Get ignore is what we use to some things we want to synchronize, some things we don't. We only want the code to synchronize. So if we type in py, it's going to bring up Python. So everything we do in this class, when you create a new repository, we want a README file. We want to just have the Python stuff. And do you have to put in a license? No. But these are all basically open source licenses that say, yep, you can do whatever you want. I usually use Creative Commons, which just means you can use it, but you can't sell it and make money off of it. Where a lot of these say the same things. Do you have to have a license? No. I don't remember if I have it in the tutorial or not. I just always put one in. I use the Creative Commons license. All right. So I'll just do that because I'm going to delete this afterwards anyway. Now you're creating a public repository in your personal account. That's fine. That way, when you turn in the assignment, you will, well, let's go ahead and create our repository and I'll show you what you'll do. Create repository. It buzzes and whirs for a second. And there it is. Hello world. There's our license file. There's our README file. There's our get ignore so we don't get a bunch of stuff in here we don't need. This is the link to your repository. So it's github.com/ whatever your username is / hello world. That's what you would copy and paste into the assignment so I can take a look and make sure that you actually got something in here. So sounds like you're leading into a question. We had a so and now we had a well. The next step is we don't really do much work in GitHub on the web. We just basically look at it and see that things are there. So things are stored here, but we work on it commonly on our desktop computer or laptop or whatever you have. So if you go to code, there's an open with GitHub desktop. And if you haven't downloaded and installed GitHub desktop, it's probably going to ask us to. Let's see if it does. Oh, I already have it, don't I? But you'll notice that it does say download GitHub desktop if you don't have it. So if you have not installed GitHub desktop on your computer, you want to download it, say yes, double click it, do whatever you need to do to install it. There's no settings you have to change as you install it. Here is our new repository that we just created, right? It doesn't have much in it, but it's stored at github.com. It is very painful to edit code and make changes on the website. So primarily coders use this as a storage area. So what we want to do is go to code and it says open with GitHub desktop. So when you click on this, it may come up with a thing that says, yep, allow desktop to open this up. And it may say, have a couple check boxes so that you can say, do this all the time. You can see I've already clicked those check boxes. So it automatically throws me right into GitHub desktop. And it shows the location at GitHub, which is on the web. And it shows the location it's going to go on my computer. Now, if I don't want to store this on my desktop and I want to maybe store it on my USB drive or somewhere else, I should wait for a second to see if everybody's here. Is everybody here?
Yeah.
Yes, an upper went off, so it came back. So I wasn't following.
Okay. So everybody got your GitHub folder and everything where you want it to go and you know where it is? Because the GitHub desktop will remember this. It's just, where do you want to have it stored? And Hope is concentrating, so I know she's quite not ready. How about you, Christy? Are you okay?
I might be a step above where you are.
Okay, because the next step is to click clone.
Okay, I think I might hit that one.
That's fine. Because that is the next step.
Okay.
So clone, I don't want to create a fork.
If you don't, it's a good thing. It shouldn't be.
No, you don't want to see that. I'm just wondering if that's just like a false commission or something. Let me just see. Why wouldn't I have write access? Ooh. You should not have an error like Owen and I had. I'm not sure what the heck's going on here.
If you have it open in Visual Studio,
I didn't use any license to open mine.
let me see the Visual Studio.
Does that affect it?
Wow.
And then
What did you say?
I didn't sign up for any
Control
license.
F.
You don't have to.
Yeah, so.
You don't have to do any of this. You could have a blank repository. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm just not sure why
There you go.
mine is giving me
Oh,
static.
he's having the same thing as well.
Oh,
Well, that doesn't make sense. Is everybody having the same issue? I've never seen that one before.
I just committed mine to main and
That's what it's supposed to do.
then it jumped me back to the no local changes and everything, so I can just open
No,
up
that's
Visual
fine.
Studio Code and,
Oh, you
And
would
then-
push. See, once you commit, then you
Oh.
push.
okay, hold on.
Yeah, you push. Commit means that you're staging things correctly on your local machine. Push means that you're actually pushing the change up to the website. Now, if you refresh, you'll have the right stuff. You want to refresh the page. And then you'll have your
Oh,
changes
sorry,
here.
I'm ready to go back to mine.
But that's, you have to refresh it because that's the only way you can see it. Yeah, if you go in there, it should have the change, should be exactly the same. Whatever's in here should be exactly the same as
Yeah,
what you had. there.
there's my.
That is the weirdest thing. Are you okay, Christie? And Hope, did you get that error?
I didn't get the,
Oh, well, you're not getting the error.
Is that not here?
No, it just says commit to a main. That's normal.
Oh.
Thank you. Brooke.
Mine said I couldn't do it. So at this point, you commit to main.
Okay.
Which means that on your computer, this is the bunch of changes that you want to send. Cause you can do more than one commit. Commit just means you're saying, okay, on my local computer, this is what I want to send. Then you push those changes up to the GitHub desktop. So it's just, I wonder if mine is because my GitHub desktop keeps wanting to update and I never let it finish. Maybe that's it.
Could it also be because you have multiple hello worlds or? With that,
It wouldn't let me create it if I had multiple hello worlds. And I always delete them afterwards. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to go any further, am I? I'll see it's updating. Maybe I should let it finish updating. Okay. So if you commit it, which means that you're saying, these are the changes I want to make to the website. Okay, then you push it because push synchronizes the changes, so your website is the same as what's on your local computer. Everybody done that? You pushed it? Now, in the GitHub desktop, there's a little thing that says view on the website, or you go to the website, refresh, and all the changes you made should be there. They should both be the same.
Where?
Oh, you have to commit. That means that these are the changes I want to make. That synchronizes the changes with the website. And you can either view it on GitHub from here or go over here and refresh and your change should be there. Is your change there, Christine? Oh, yeah, yours is there. Right here. That's the only change we made. So now what's in the cloud on
so
GitHub
if you come
is
down
the
here,
same as what's on your
I
computer.
already did the,
you did that,
yeah,
and then you pushed it, right?
yes.
Okay, then
If you
go
say
down-
changes on your computer, it doesn't go up to
Where?
here until you commit it and then
Yeah.
push it up there.
And then just refresh your page.
So we really don't do any work here. We do it all on the local computer.
Oh.
This is where it's stored. So you can, like, if you're doing a fancy program you want other people to see, or you're working with somebody else. That way you can work on your computer, Sean can work on his computer, and then you can both commit to the same single place and work together. So GitHub is for, like, I put stuff on there just because that's where I'm putting all my assignments and stuff, because it doesn't move like Blackboard keeps moving on me. It thinks it's downloading an update, but I think that's probably my problem. Okay, well, regardless. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that sit and update. I have no idea why it's doing that stupid thing. But now you've done the first step. You've created a repository and you're a private repository. Now that you've had a little experience with this, let's do the assignment. So if you go to the assignment, there is a link here, and some of the stuff I'll do, like our group project, sometimes you'll do an individual thing in your GitHub profile. Sometimes it'll be an assignment in our WNCC IT program. Well, I'm seeing all kinds of misspellings today. WNCC IT program GitHub classroom. So you want to go to step 4 because we've done all this. We know how we've done at least one synchronization. You know, we've got, you know, some stuff started. So we want to go to this link. If you control click, it'll take you there. And I'm going to copy it because if I go in with my Firefox browser, it's going to log me in as me, and I don't want it to do that. So you would control click on this and it'll take you up and it'll say something about, oh, you have to authorize to be in the classroom or something,
Mhm.
which I won't see that because I'm logged into Firefox as me. But I do have another account. This one that I use for testing things. Boy, I don't remember if that's the same password. I think it is. There. Is this what you're seeing?
Yeah.
Anybody?
I have
I
authorized
saw that.
Git Going.
If you. Oh,
Mine is different.
oh, probably because I've already, this account's already been in there. You may have to
Okay.
say authorized to, yeah, authorized GitHub Classroom, yep,
Oh,
there we go. Is everybody else good with that? I forgot, I had to create a new account to make everything exactly the same. Oh, this is not, we're not doing this right, you can do that later if you want. You wanna go to the assignment, oh, there it is, you're already done. You're ready to go. Somebody else ready to go? You ready to go, Christine?
I'm getting there.
Is getting there mean you're lost or you're getting there?
I am
Oh,
going to the,
yeah, you have to download this thing in order to like use the links and stuff.
oh, that's. Type fast.
Alright, so. This part is the same. Let me turn on my recording. So everybody gotten to this point? You
yeah.
can click on this also, that'll take you right into the repository. Okay, Hope has a question. I know, sometimes when you ask questions, I just keep going, it's because I want to finish the recording so I can be done with it. All right, Hope,
I got lost. I don't even know what was happening again.
did you go to code and open it with your GitHub desktop?
Yes.
Okay, so in your GitHub desktop, did you open it with Visual Studio Code?
Yeah, I already pushed
Oh, then refresh the page.
and we did that. Oh, am I in the wrong one?
I don't know.
I don't think it was one.
No, that's it.
This one, right?
Yeah. For some reason, when you go to this one, click on code. Oh, no, it was there. We just weren't seeing it. Yeah, there it is. If you click on that, that shows your file.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Okay.
So everything is the same between your Visual Studio Code and this. So your assignment's complete.
Hmm.
John's assignment is complete.
Do we just-
Eliza's assignment is complete. Owen's assignment is complete. Chrissy's assignment is complete.
Do we need to take a screenshot?
I have no idea what you're doing here.
No, you just.
Go back to the assignment.
See, right?
What?
Do we have to take a screenshot? A screenshot.
A screenshot.
Did I have a screenshot of the
I
assignment?
don't think so.
If we need.
No, I think it's just
You
you
just hit done in there.
you hit done, and I know that you're done, and I'll look at it when I look at it. I don't think there's a screenshot in there. If there is, I don't know what you do, just say done. And then I will go to the GitHub Classroom and look through it and say, oh yeah, Owen did it.
See it done?
Yeah,
Yeah, go to the
no, and-
comments,
and-
type done.
In your Blackboard,
Yeah.
where the assignment is, because this is where your assignment, your finished assignment is. All you do is say done, and then I'll know to look.
Like this,
Yeah, that just means that you finished it, and then I'll look in your GitHub repository to see that you have done it when I am ready to grade it.
like this.
Yeah, that's it. Cause I'll look in your repository, see if it's done. Okay, so go ahead and download this, cause I think you just went to the wrong link. Oh, no, you're in the right place. You just missed the part where we, created where did we do that? Create a new file. But I didn't set this repository up right, I need to fix that. And this is your README file, so you type in hello world. It'll work fine for everybody else, because I just forgot to put my little boilerplate in there. And the name of it's going to be, in your file is going to be readme.md. Okay, then go ahead and commit changes, and then commit changes. Now go up to the code button. This is where I should have started. But I forgot to put in the piece I needed, so go ahead and hit that, open with GitHub desktop. And then you're synchronizing it on this computer, I'm assuming that's fine. Because if you think you're synchronizing it on your USB, you're not. Are you thinking that's where you put it? Okay,
I
'Cause
just,
once you're done, you're done.
I had gone to this site and I tried to go through these steps, but it had me do like completely different stuff.
Yeah, could be, but regardless, you're in the right place now. So now you open it with Visual Studio Code. I don't know why it would be different steps except for the parts we just did. There's your README. And create a hello world file and then synchronize it. It just prints hello world. How's that for exciting? Yes, it is confusing. It'll be confusing for a while, but it'll get better. Just like everything else. Remember when we started out, we created this file called hello world and oh, it actually printed something on the console. Remember that at the beginning of the class where Python was a snake? Right? So this part at the bottom is totally optional. You don't have to do it. What you're using right now is just fine. I have some students get it just because I think if I'm trying to remember what. I think without this, you can't have private repositories, maybe, and that's about it. So it's not a big deal. I just leave it there just in case somebody wants to do it. All right, so that was high stress, wasn't it? A lot of learning went on there. How do you know when you're learning something?
Oops.
It hurts. Yeah, it does. You can feel that, those neurons exercising, right? Yeah, that's exactly right. If it doesn't hurt, you're not learning anything. Oh, I forgot the chats. Riley said the recording stopped. Oh, this recording may be